Hello, beautiful ones. I hope everyone's doing well this beautiful day. Wherever you are, if you can just take a moment to stop and take a deep breath and say thank you to your body, thank you to this moment. Be grateful for the light that shines on us, whether it be coming from the sun or whether it be coming from the moon or from everywhere. So today I would like to talk about ways in which we distract ourselves and why we distract ourselves. And I am an expert at distracting myself. I think I'm an expert at multitasking, but I just kind of fool myself. So I find that in my experience, a lot of us are so used to keeping ourselves entertained all the time. Even when we sleep, there's people that have to sleep with something playing, and there's nothing wrong with where you are. Where you are is fine. It's perfect. But we're coming to a time when we can do better, when we can do more than we've done in the past, where we can come alive and pay attention to where we are, pay attention to this moment, pay attention to the gift that is here before us, and to just center ourselves and come out of whatever worry, grief, fear we are in. I find that coming out into nature is very, very relaxing, renewing. I encourage everyone to do it, walk on the grass, come into contact with the earth. You are, as they say, or as I've heard, we're walking pieces of earth. We consider ourselves to be this singular thing, and yet we are a multi-organism made up of, so much more than just human cells. And the fact that we're more bacteria than human is kind of interesting. So it's being able to come back to our center, to our focus, to our heart, being able to return to that place where we can find all the answers, where we don't have to look outside of ourselves for the answers. And it's okay to still do it, because I find, for example, that sometimes I get guidance or I hear something on a video or someone else is talking about it that I need to hear. So I feel like the universe is always talking to you, but at the same time realizing that you need to check with yourself. Even when you hear something, even what I'm saying, check with yourself, because you know your truth and you have the power within to guide yourself and to answer any questions that you have as best as you can. So in this time, there are many, many distractions that are available to all. There's TV, there's phones, and they're everywhere, right? We can carry them everywhere, little mini computers. And we can spend all day distracted and then wonder, where did our day go? Where did the hours go? And do you feel better? Not being present. What do we allow to take us away from this present moment, from our presence, from our love, our essence, this moment, this now that is eternal? What are we using to run away from this moment? And why are we running away from this moment? Why are we running away from ourselves? We don't want to be fully present in this moment at times because there's too much pain, there's too much fear, there's too much inside that we don't want to have to deal with. And we run away from ourselves and we don't want to face those things. Instead, we hide those things and we lock them away. We put them in little boxes and we put them off in the corner and we just let them kind of sit there in fear, thinking that since we put them away, they're no longer affecting us. And not realizing that they're still there, that they can still have an effect on us. And in my process, what I have found, part of the renewal that I'm going through, that a lot of us are going through, that we are all going through in many ways, is the process of going back and retrieving those aspects of ourselves, which is it can be a very, very frightening experience in the beginning. And there's a lot of aspects of ourselves that sometimes we never want to have to see. We never want to have to talk about. There's things that we never want to have to relive. Things that we've done to other people that we never want to have to experience in ourselves. And we run away from those things. We run away from ourselves by running away from those things, oddly enough. And part of my process, and part of the process again for many of you, is the process of going back and retrieving those aspects of yourself, retrieving those fragments, healing the inner child, which is such an important aspect of what we all are. Healing this innocence, this inner child in us that is still there, that is still wanting, perhaps love, that is still maybe feeling abandoned, that is still maybe, hasn't healed, and is still acting out, and is still trying to get messages out to us like, this is still affecting you. This is something that we can heal. It's letting us know, because we can do it now. We're in a space and in a time where we can heal those things, and we can heal them a lot quicker. And it doesn't have to be one way of healing. There's so many different ways that we can heal these things. A lot of the times it's simply acknowledging these things. It's simply coming back to yourself, returning to yourself, and being like, here, I will hold you by the hand, and I will walk home with you, and we will both walk home into the light, or however you envision it, or however you wish to do it. So for me, it's been retrieving those aspects of myself, if that's even an appropriate word for them. And I'm sorry, because language is it's difficult sometimes to describe these concepts because of language. It's hard to describe something that you've never seen, experienced in this reality, and you try to translate it into this conversation. Sometimes it's difficult, so just bear with me, and I appreciate you guys. So retrieving those aspects of myself, allowing them to be healed, and and for example, in my case, allowing my inner child who was who was waiting for her father, who thought her father was not okay. Maybe it was something to that, similar, and it was reuniting her with her father, and allowing her to enter into our divine radiance, and allowing her to be healed, and to just see herself as she truly is. And it's been ongoing. It's been several years for me that I have been going through this, but recently it's been more intense, as is happening, due to what ascension, due to the process that we are all going through, which is, in a way, it's a process of renewal, of purification, of returning to what you truly are, and not who you thought you were, not who you were told you were, but returning to your radiance, to your love, to your glory, to your truth. And like I said, it is returning home. So I encourage you all, and I know it's a process, but I encourage you all to not run away from the pain, from the from the fears, from the traumatic experiences that may replay over and over, that may bleed into your everyday life, and that you've been maybe ignoring, or that you didn't even know were there. To just let you know that you are brave enough to be able to heal these things, and to be able to nurture yourself and hold yourself as you go through this process. What I found in my experience was that what I was needing was my own love. I was needing to be my own savior. I was needing to be the one that I was the one that I was waiting for, just like you are the one that you've been waiting for. And just realizing that I had everything that I needed right here, and that and like you, we are being guided in this healing process. We don't have to be afraid. We have the courage and the ability to face any fear, anything that needs to be healed within us. And we don't have to run away anywhere. We don't have to run away from ourselves anymore. The time is up now. For those of us who can and who are willing to, we are being fully supported. Try to be present with yourself. One of the best ways, again, is nature. Meditation is another really good way to do it. I mean, there's simple 4 minute guided meditations online. There's programs, one called Headspace that I really enjoyed, that allows you to it kind of trains you on how to meditate. There's other programs that are like that too, that are free, that you can find online, and even in books. So there's a lot just like there's a lot of technology that's available to us and that we can use to, I don't know, look at, Instagram or TikTok or whatever, whatever we want to look at. We can also use that technology for something good too. And a lot of the times I find that when I go into meditation, when I go into the sanctuary of my soul, when I go into my source, my love, I find that when I almost don't want to be around technology. It's like I feel so good and I feel so full and so just renewed that I don't feel like I want to be around it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not condemning technology. I'm using technology, and I use it on a daily basis. And I will probably continue to use it for as long as I need to, as long as it serves. So take care of yourselves. Do something nice for yourselves today. I love you. Bye-bye.